Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a great Purim, and thank you and Raya and Mordechai for hosting this special class. Dear friends, I have an important announcement for all of you. Baruch Hashem, we are celebrating this week 1 year of these daily shiurim every morning, pretty much, and it is a great honor and a zechut to be able to learn with you almost every single morning. Bezrat Hashem, next week, Tuesday night, we're going to have a special online celebration marking 1 year of all of the learning and the shiurim together, and of course the explosion of Torah knowledge that we have on our YouTube channel of Chabad of Rechavia of over 300 videos, Baruch Hashem. But I do want to mention that an important point, and that is that the next month is going to be a very, very busy month because it's before Pesach, and I want to be able to learn with you every day, and sometimes it's going to be hard to commit. Therefore, my suggestion is that we should have a live class every day, Bezrat Hashem, a shorter class for about 10 or 15 minutes, or if it's not going to be possible, then Raya and Mordechai are going to broadcast a class that we learned several months ago, which will also be a very nice half-hour learning time together. So please understand, also it's a difficult time for me right now emotionally. My grandmother is very, very ill. She's living in Toronto, Baruch Hashem. And I ask of all of you to pray every single day as much as possible for Chaya Sarah Bat Esther, Chaya Sarah Bat Esther. And that's another reason why I really want to make a great effort to learn with you live every day, that it should be in her zechut, in her merit for a refuah shalema. She really needs a big refuah shalema. And amongst all of the other people in the Klal Yisrael who need to have a refuah shalema should have an immediate, complete recovery. Tonight we're having a big lecture with the son of Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz of blessed memory. Rabbi Benny Steinsaltz is going to be talking to us right here online, 7:30. It's the first Tuesday of the secular month of March, and so he's going to be talking to us with stories and insights about Pesach, which is coming up, from his father, Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz of blessed memory. So please join us, spread the word. I'm going to be sending out the information soon by WhatsApp. I already sent out the email last night, and looking forward to seeing many of you here with us. So I decided that what we're going to learn for the next month and a half, every day will be something different within the framework of Chitat or Rambam. Chitat is the Chumash of the day, the Tehillim of the day, or the Tanya of the day, or the Rambam of the day. And each day we'll learn something else, and hopefully we'll be able to, will be very colorful for the next month and a half, Bezrat Hashem, or something in connection with the time with Pesach or Rosh Chodesh Nisan and the like. So today I chose to learn with you the Tanya of the day, which in a sense is one of the most fascinating Tanya, one of the most fascinating insights of the entire Tanya. The Alter Rebbe reads as follows: what does it mean to connect to Hashem? What does it mean? Everyone wants to connect to Hashem, and everyone has their own connection. But when we do a mitzvah in this world, our goal is to bring godliness into this world. So let's read inside. Actually, I'm just going to read the English. I'm just going to read the English for today's Tanya. Today's Tanya is smack in the middle of chapter 35, Perek Lamed Hey. And I'm going to read the English because it's going to be, since every day is going to be something, another topic. So I'm going to read the subject, the content. So the subject of Hashrat HaShechina, of the resting of the divine presence in this world, Hu Gilui Elokuto Yitbarach, is the revelation of godliness. And this Ein Sof, the infinite light of Hashem, within any matter, In other words, what does it mean that there is a revelation of something in this world? That means that oto davar, that very object, is elevated and all included in the godly light and is totally subservient to Hashem. In other words, the light of Hashem overwhelms the entire object. And it's noticeable within that object that it's the true existence is the existence of Hashem. Sh'az, then, at that point, that's when the godly, the one Hashem, is totally permeates that object. Now, what happens with something which is not totally immersed with spirituality? Anything which is not totally subservient to Hashem, then it's not the Ein Sof light which is permeating the person's the existence of the object or the individual. Why? Let's take an example, an extreme example. The example is of a tzaddik who is not a complete tzaddik, but a great tzaddik. This is the example of the Alter Rebbe. And he loves Hashem, be'ahava rabbah, with a great love of Hashem. You see, when it comes to love, usually the connotation of love is a feeling of connection, of bonding. And the question is, when you love someone, another person, for example, who do you love? Do you love the other person? Or do you really love yourself? What does that mean? At first glance, you really love the individual. You say to the person, I love you. That means that you feel a strong connection with the second individual. But sometimes it's possible that you really are referring to yourself. You quote unquote love the other individual, but you really love yourself. You want a benefit of whatever you're going to receive from the other individual. So at first glance, it seems like you love them, but if you peel off the layers, you'll realize yourself. So it's not a bad thing to say I love you, even if you love yourself, because you do on some level love the other person. But it is important to put a focus deep down, to bring yourself to truly love the other person. That it should not be you that's in the focus, in the center. A special saying that Rabbi Twersky, of blessed memory, that passed away about a month and a half ago. Dr. Abraham Twersky, he had a line. He said like this. I hope I'm quoting him correctly, but it's something along these lines. That many people, when they love, it's like the loving fish syndrome. You love fish? Wow, that's wonderful. Do you really love fish, or do you love yourself? If you really love the fish, you wouldn't kill it in order to eat it. So obviously there's nothing wrong with eating fish. But for someone to say that they love it, you have to really dig deep down and to say, one second, do I really, really love that item or the individual, or is it that I love myself? And naturally, it's through the other individual. So borrowing from this concept, this is what the Alter Rebbe is discussing today. When we talk about I love you, is the focus the I or the you? Is it I love you? Or is it I love you? You see, it depends what you put the focus on. It depends how you say it. Is the focus, there is love in the air. The question is a person really loving themselves through the individual or truly loving the individual they're speaking to? So the Alter Rebbe says that Ahavat Hashem, love of Hashem, is great. And many people have Ahavat Hashem on different levels. But the main objective is that what we have to keep in mind, we have to work on ourselves to love Hashem more than we love ourselves. And every day can be more and more. But at least we should know the goal. The goal is there should be less of me and more of Hashem in the picture. Ultimately, it should be only Hashem that is the one who is the main focus point. So let's get back to the subject of the text of the Tanya. So we're in the middle of Parak Lamed. Just today. Today is the 18th of Adar, and so this is the Tanya for today. Even a great tzaddik, but he might not be a perfect tzaddik, and he says, "I love Hashem," and he really loves Hashem on a very, very great level, more than many other people. But his thing is, the Alter Rebbe says, Ohev, you love? Yesh Misha Ohev. I love. So I'm in the picture. So it's true that when a person loves Hashem, then you are connecting to Hashem. But here's the punchline. What's the best way to love Hashem? The ultimate way is through doing a mitzvah. A simple servant. I call it a foot soldier. Someone who is doing what he's supposed to do because that's what he's told. Period. End of conversation. There is a mitzvah to love Hashem. But sometimes if it's not done in the right way, or it's not done in the ultimate way, then it might be missing a little bit of the Ein Sof, because we want to connect to the essence of Hashem. And so therefore, the message of today's Tanya is that to do the mitzvahs sincerely, with all our heart, and to try to connect to Hashem in a way that we bring Hashem into this world, the atzmut, the essence of Hashem, and nothing less than that. Thank you very much for joining us. I just want to remind you what I said in the beginning of the class, that because the next month and a half are going to be super busy, and preparing for Pesach, and also other things that are going on. So Bezrat Hashem, we're going to try, first of all, Sunday mornings we'll be with Rabbi Diamond. Friday mornings will be Kabbalah Cafe as usual. But in the middle of the week, I'm going to try my best, Bezrat Hashem, to do the Shiurim. It might be a little shorter, like today, for example, 10 or 15 minutes. But it's going to be somewhere in the context of the Tanya of the day, or the Tehillim of the day, or the Chumash of the day, or the Rambam of the day, or the special date, which there's going on. And I want to ask from the bottom of my heart to please pray for my grandmother, for her health. She's not doing well. Her name is Chaya Sarah Bat Esther, and I'm making a tremendous effort. All of Bezrat Hashem, I will be making a tremendous effort to give the shiurim over the next month and a half till after Pesach, and afterwards we'll go back to the regular subject of what we've been doing up until now. But I look forward. This shiur means so much to me. All of you are so close to my heart, and the shiur learning together, and the tefillot, the davening that you'll be doing in honor of my grandmother Chaya Sarah Bat Esther, my mother's mother. She should have a refuah shalema, a complete recovery immediately. She really needs it, and thank you so much. Thank you for your prayers and for your tefillot. All the best. Shalom, shalom. B'serot tovot, only good news.